So, ladies and gentlemen, Panda here. Good evening. Welcome to Thursday's evening night show here in the subway at Queens Plaza. So, disclaimer, I am using the Primus Live app because I want to show you something. That's right. I can't show you it because it's in 4K, and the Android version of this app does not want to display a 4K video. But if I had an iPhone, it would allow me to display that 4K video. You see the handicap there? Primus Live Studio developers for Android. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's very extremely windy and very cold outside. And people are very much hesitating to use the sidewalk. There's been more people walking through this hallway for the last 30 minutes since I've been here than I ever have seen in like 5 hours of me like hanging out and watching the homeless here. Okay? So keep that in mind. It's extremely cold outside. Very windy. That wind is making it feel like in the 20s and teens. So, and mind you, it also rained last night, so I'm pretty sure most of these guys are either wet or just like sleep deprived from being up all night. So take it with a grain of salt. As I was as well. Sleep deprived. Yeah. I didn't sleep last night either. That wind, that gust. No matter where you were, what scalping fold you were under, the rain would hit you. There was no like getting out of that situation. If you're homeless, there was no way of getting out of that. You had no choice to stay up and hang out in the subway and take from station to station. And keep this in mind. I went to all these stations, and I can tell you right now, this is probably the warmest station I ever encountered in the subway so far. Other than Times Square, but we don't want to hang out in Times Square. So, hello everyone. So I've been doing some studying today on this new job. So I've been trying to study the drinks, the foods, the customer service. I had to study everything, friend. So keep this in mind based on location. Now, I was just, like I told you guys, unfortunately, it would have been nice if I would be placed at Jackson Avenue, but unfortunately that's not going to happen at all. No. It's not going to happen. I'm not going to live stream my workflows either, everyone. That was the agreement between me and an employer. So I got an interview on Monday. I've been studying. And I might go to the library tomorrow to do more studying. But the problem with the library is that you have to leave and go find food. And today I have not once been at my storage. So I haven't gone back to get anything. Mind you, dry stuff. It's nothing but dry stuff. There's nothing wet. Nothing chemical. Ed for me says, oh yeah, that looks pretty scary. Well, what looks pretty scary? Being homeless or the subway? Because the subway is more scarier than the homeless guy what you see here. Because there are very unpredictable people in New York City. Well, no, you couldn't because I actually had the visual people delete that video and delete everything associated with the video. So I'm pretty sure the video is down. The video has not been up for almost what, a few weeks now? Unless you've been here before. But other than that, that video does not exist. Yeah, it does not exist anymore. I was talking to AR here about the visible people, how he found me. And I'm telling you guys that I actually had invisible people delete the video. It's my right to have them remove it, because not only it was causing problems, and I prove it to them. I had to go to the courthouse, file order protection just in case. That's a nuisance, friend. And I was just at the courthouse fucking today. Well, I was there this morning. I had to go to the summons and tickets payout. So I had to ask the agent, can I get a payment plan so I can pay it off, because I don't have it in full. And she was like, oh yeah, you can do that. So mind you, that's an additional $10 fee each time I pay. So each time I have a payment, I have to give them an extra $10. So let's not try to do that. Let's try to get the rest of the money and just... Yeah, they gave me a deadline to pay. So I've been trying to pay it off. Andrew Berliska says that he's from Russia. What's going on, friend? I'm just hanging out in the subway, friend. I'm using the Primus Live app this time, everybody. Oh, yeah, I am. Can I add this? No. No. There's no 1080p footage here at all? There has to be. I didn't know I was actually recommended to you, because honestly, friend, let me be clear. I keep shit real on this channel. I don't sugarcoat anyone or myself. I keep everything transparent. What you see is what you get. I mean that as a journalist and a documentarian. Everything I do on this channel has been transparent. This is why I get a lot of hate. Because people don't have nothing to hate. Mind you, people don't have nothing to use against me that would damage my career. Well, they already did. Damage my business, my reputation, by telling false lies. Doxing me. Getting me kicked out of public storage. Yeah, good job, good job, good job, good job. Good job, haters. But you still haven't won the battle. You may have won the fight, but you can never win the battle. Because at the end of the day, I always win the battle. Because every day I'm posting and you're hating. That means I'm winning. Says face reveal. Oh man. You saw what my hat said, obey. But yeah, guess what happened again? That Michelle Gibson person emailed me again. Now this time she's like, oh, my husband's an ex-law enforcement, and he's going to look into this guy. I don't know what's going on. I don't care. I really don't care. I don't understand why this woman's emailing me about her other problems with the same stalker. Now she's having a problem with the same guy that I'm having with, everyone. It's kind of ironic that she once was on this channel doing the exact same thing that he was doing, and now she's feeling that burn. Well, now you know how it feels. That's why I don't want nothing to do with it. I'm not even going to respond to the email. Let your husband do what he has to do. If he's ex-law enforcement, he has friends, then you guys know what to do. But I have nothing to do with that. I'm going after him with my own justice. You can do what justice you have, ma'am. But please don't involve me. If you're watching this, Michelle Gibson person, please don't involve me. I understand you're trying to share, but don't involve me, please. You brought that on to yourself. Don't bring me into your two guys' world. That's not fair. Because it is a wiener. It's my 2 ball sacks in my cock. But with that said, everyone, I'm hiding too. I'm hiding in the subway. I'm cold as fuck, friend. I got my coat with me. It's still not like, I don't understand. This thing is still, like, I'm warm. Don't get me wrong. But if you're out there, outside right now for a long period of time, oh, dude, you start to feel it in your ankles. Yeah, you start to feel it in your back cab, in your leg. Then your ball sacks get kind of cool. You're like, whoa, 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 I gotta get inside. It's getting kind of chilly, you know? More homeless activities. What's going on down there? What's going on down there? Ah. So you heard about the CEO of a medical insurance company that got assassinated here in New York City just yesterday, right? And guess where he was staying at? The assassinator was staying at a hostel, which I stayed at, but also was a member. So the news outlets are getting it wrong. So, ladies and gentlemen, as a journalist myself, let me give you the correct information about that hostel. It is not a youth hostel. It is actually international hosteling services for travelers. Someone that doesn't want to stay at a hotel, that wants full accommodations, that want to watch TV, have conversation, board games, have a group, sightseeing groups. That's what that is. A hostel for travelers or digital nomad. So, it's not a youth. If you want to go to a youth hostel, you go to the YMCA that's located on 68th Street in Central Park West. That's a youth hostel. But HI is not a youth hostel. You could be 60 years old and stay in that hostel. You could be 70 and you can stay in that hostel. They got single rooms, 2 bedrooms for families. But they also got dormitories. Anyone can stay there, but not New Yorkers. Why? Because you're not supposed to stay in that kind of hospitality. Because you're not supposed to, mind you, you're not supposed to stay in that area, in that hospitality, if you live within 50 miles of that hostel. Not only are they breaking the law, but they're breaking New York City's policies. These are most hostels in most states have the same policy. You go to Portland, they tell you, oh, you live in Portland, you can't stay here. Sometimes they allow you. Maybe they would. Let's say you live in Oregon, but a different part of Oregon. That's acceptable. But if you live in Monmouth County and Portland, you cannot stay at any of the hostels. Same thing in Madison, Wisconsin. Same thing in Chicago. So the facts they got wrong, friend. I'm a hostel member. I used to stay at the hostel constantly. Trust me. The assassinator was smart enough to use the hostel. But here's the thing that they don't understand. That he has to show a valid identification in order to stay at the hostel. Yes, he has to show either a passport or a current state ID, and it must not be from New York. If it is from New York, it has to be from a different part of New York, like upstate Albany, Rochester, Peekskill, New York. If you live up there, that's 50 miles away. That's acceptable. But if you live within a city tourist or New Jersey or Connecticut, that's not going to fly, friend. No. So, ladies and gentlemen, you have to have a passport and an ID to stay there. The reason why is because they take a copy of that passport or identification. If you do any damage to the building, they got you. You can't run. So why is this investigation taking so slow? I'm pretty sure the NYPD got the identification of the perp. I used to volunteer at HI. I think I know what I'm talking about, right, Michael? You're the manager at HI Hostel. Now you guys are famous for housing a murderer. Yeah, Michael's the manager there, everybody. This is why I was telling Michael in 2021 about certain people that was at the hostel. And I was telling him about my past experience with my ex-wife. He remembered it. Right, Yuki? If you're listening, Yuki, Michael remembers you. He's like, oh, you that couple, yeah. You allowed a bunch of drifters to come in our mind you, that's supposed to be a couple room. Yes, these two drifters were a couple, but they stole from us. This is why you have to get valid IDs, and you got to get the machine to verify if that ID is real or not. So, HI, I'm giving you a tip, friend, because there's other hostels doing this. They got a machine, an ID. Even bars in New York City are doing this. Verifying if the ID is real or not. Go buy a machine, cost you a couple $100, and scan those IDs properly. So with that tell everyone, this killer decided to use the hostel. Now everyone's going to think that the hostel is just a bad place. No, it's a place that people like me, let's say you coming from Germany to Sweden, that's a nice place to gather, meet people from all over the world, have dinner together, travel. The purpose is to get people together so you don't travel in the city alone. That's why. It's a community. And some hostels do have memberships, like HI. You pay for a membership. That saves you money or taxes on buying a... Mind you, HI has multiple locations around the U.S. They used to have quite a few of them in the EU, but it kind of died off because you have other hostels that were not HI in the EU that were even better than HI. I'm sorry, but HI in the UK it sucked back in the day. So now, ladies and gentlemen, that hostel is 3 hostels in one. Mind you, it's been there for some time, but let me give you a history about that hostel. Now, I did several videos on that hostel as we were staying there. So go check out my videos. It's called the HI New York City Hostel. So I did plenty of videos about that hostel. I did a grand tour of the hostel. I showed you every floor, every compartment, where it was there, what's the big kitchen. There's even video of me cooking in the kitchen. Yeah, they got a full kitchen, like a chef kitchen. And mind you, it can vary from $70 to $300 a night. So, he used that cover, but he used the Citibank. He used the Citi bike. So, isn't there a credit card transaction to use the Citi bike? If not, then he must have rigged the Citi bike or found a Citi bike that was unattended. See? But the HI hostel is not a youth hostel. It's an international hostel and services. I used to be a member for it. So, ladies and gentlemen, so I'm pretty sure they already got the identity of this killer, friend. Come on, because the hostel has to take his passport or his identification. So pretty sure NYPD, FBI, yeah, they all have this information now. So I guarantee you, sometime tonight or tomorrow morning or sometime in the middle of the night, they're going to actually broadcast his identity. Why? Because the hostel had his identity the whole entire time. They know what room he was staying in. They knew exactly where he was. That's why they were talking to the roommates. And then even the roommates were stunned, like, whoa. And now, HI, this might not look good for you. So I suggest making these changes. Like I said, go get an ID checker. A couple $100 is not going to kill you, friend. You're a big business. You make plenty of money a year, HI. You're a nonprofit. Or that's what you say you are now still. But you're charging a lot for, kind of, honestly, HI, the reason why I don't stay at your New York location anymore is because you changed the rooms. A 6 dormitory. Okay, I'm going to wait for this guy to shut the... Alright, so they took a 6 dormitory room and converted it into a 10 dormitory. That's tight space more, friend. When I was there, I had a 6 dormitory room because I was checking all the rooms. Mind you, we were going through all the rooms all the way to private. So we were making sure they were up to code and up to date. There was a room that was so small that they had 6 bunk beds in there. And you couldn't even get your own luggage in there. You either had to give the luggage to the staff, and you got to pay the staff $10 for them to store your luggage. Isn't that a scam? And I told Michael, like, that's not cool, man. You purposely got small lockers on purpose, knowing that people are going to bring big luggage in here. It's all about making money, right? But it's still a scam. No one couldn't fit their luggage in it. I couldn't even fit my wagon in there. Dude, I can't even make... Guys, this was the walking space between the beds. A bed was here, and a bed was here. This was the walking space. These 2 tiles were the walking space. And these were the 2 bunk beds on the left and the right, and another bunk bed right here in the far corner in front of the window. Yeah, in a tiny room. That's why I stopped staying at HI. They took an 8 dormitory room and made it into a 12 dormitory room. And charged you more for it. That's when I knew HI that I once knew is no longer the HI I grew up with. Now it's just being greedy. The organization is just being greedy. I can't represent an organization doing that. So I left. I stopped being a member. I stopped staying at the hostels. I can't do that. Yes, they do have a shot of his face. They do. But the hostel has a better shot of his face. Because guess what? In the elevator, there's another camera. In the elevator. Guys, I know that hostel. Like I said, there's an elevator when you go in the elevator and when you come out of the elevator. They got clear shots because there's a snack machine right there by the elevators. I can tell you right now from my photographic memory how the hostel is laid out. And I haven't been there since 2021. After we got our surgery from Mount Sinai, we went to Boston. Remember? We stayed at the HI in Boston. Now, I would probably stay at that hostel. The Stewart Street in Boston was like the best on the East Coast. I swear. That was like the best hostel. If you guys want a good HI hostel, go to Boston, take the Amtrak to the South Amtrak station. Right there, you're going to get laid out right there. When you walk, you're going to be right there in the financial district, then Chinatown. The hostel is right there in Chinatown. So you don't even have to take a cab or a bus. You can walk it. Get to Stewart Street, and guess what's across the Stewart Street? The hospital that I was visiting for my eye and my face, because I got my face burned and my eye damaged. Yeah, took a while. Took lots of money. Came homeless because of that shit. But like I said, everyone, everything is convenient. The food, the gallery, the theaters, the park, common grounds is right behind the hostel. The theaters is right down the block. The hospital is right across the street. Chinatown is right on the corner. And financial district and everything is in walking distance of that hostel. That's why it's the best hostel HI has. So HI, I am promoting one of your hostels on my video because the staff there was actually really nice. Look, you see, more homeless. You see, they come out. They come out and play. They want to show you how they living. They want to show you how they living. They want to show you how fucked up New York City is. They give migrants $150 every 2 weeks on a debit card, but you can't give these men $350. And hey, Americans. As I said, I'm not against a migrant situation, but there are a lot of migrants that take advantage of that system and that just are not just abusing it, and it just runs you the wrong way, friend. But as I said, so a lot of journalists are saying youth hostel. It's a youth hostel. No, it's not. If it's so youth, if I go in there, you're gonna call me a petty? Think about that, everybody. If you seen this grown-ass man walk into the hostel now, and everyone said, but why is that grown-ass man walking in that youth hostel? I said, yeah, petty. You see what you did, fellow journalists? You categorized the hostel wrongly. It's not a youth hostel. It's an international hostel. So stop calling it youth hostel, because it's not a youth hostel. Yes, kids can stay there if they have a guardian. That's what you don't understand. There is a rule about children staying at a hostel. They must be attended by an adult. They cannot stay at a hostel by themselves. That is the fucking rules of the hostel, everybody. This is why my fellow journalism they got it all wrong, man. They got it all wrong. This is why they hurt businesses. Yeah, fellow journalists, you hurt businesses that way when you get your information wrong. Stop being lazy with the shit and do your jobs right. Why do I always have to correct you guys? So with that said, everyone, these guys want to be seen, man. They want to show you their homelessness. They want to show you how fucked up the city is. And it's freaking freezing outside. Everyone's taking their time walking through this tunnel like, no, I'm going. But they got homes. So what are they crying about? These guys don't have homes. But they do. So it goes to show you, everyone. Some people are just like, oh, do you need some hot tea? They're never going to ask these guys if they want something hot to eat because it's been cold all day. I'm pretty sure, I get 100% guarantee they haven't had a hot meal all day today. I know I did. I had breakfast. I was fortunate to have breakfast. Yeah, I had me, what is that, pumpkin spice with coconut milk. And got a little discount on that because Christine was like, oh, Panda, it's early. I got you. It's like 6 in the morning. She's like, why are you up so early? I'm like, I got to go to the courthouse. She's like, why? It's like, I got to pay off a ticket. She goes, don't let that mess up your interview. I was like, yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to, pay that on. So yeah, I don't want all that. I don't want that on my record, on my debt. You see? She knows what I'm talking about. And then I had the oatmeal. Oh my Panda, the oatmeal is so good, friend. Just let the dry fruit and the nuts sit for a while. but don't put too much brown sugar in it. Guys, I gotta show you a video of me having a moment with breakfast at 6 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, Christina's very nice. But she's like, I hope you do. But yeah, she wanted me to work at Jackson, but man, I think she's kind of bummed about that. Because I think everyone's kind of bummed about that. Because, like, yeah, I like Ben. He's quiet. He's cool. He's secretly smart and can speak languages. Because one Chinese person thought it was like, hey, you should be honest to tell people that you can understand. Like, no. Because I'm sitting here and you come and you speak. I have nothing to speak to you about unless you know who I am and you know I understand the language. But when you sit and you talk in your own language, it's really not my business to jump in. And that's what the last guy said. Because I heard you could understand Chinese. So I was like, yeah, I can. Not everyone's, and then I'm in my head, I'm saying to myself, not everyone is stupid that is black. You see, that's the stereotype too. Oh, you're a black guy but you're from the States. How did you learn your Chinese? What do you mean? Did you know that Chinese is actually part of the education program system now in New York City? What the fuck? If I was living here, that would probably be one of the languages I would want to learn. But I didn't learn it there. So, sorry to bust your bubble. But yeah, I said that in my head. It's like, well, not everyone black is stupid. That's what I said. Not everyone black is stupid. And that's the problem with people. People should expect, oh, you're not to know this because you're black. You're not supposed to do that because you're black. Oh, only white people do stuff like that. You get what I'm saying, right? I hear it all the time. Like all the time when I'm walking around with this. Everyone's like, what, like, is that a camera rig? Like, yeah. And I'm like, I don't see black people walking around with fancy shit like that. That looks cool as fuck. I get stopped all the time, every single day, everybody. At least 50 times a day, I get stopped because of this. I'm pretty much advertising. I'm advertising to other filmmakers and photographers. Hey, Maven Filters, go buy some. Tell them Panda sent you. Yeah, I'm literally a walking billboard right now. For video and photography gear, I'm a walking billboard. I get people to stop like, yo, is that filters? From who? Maven Filters. Like, oh yeah, I heard they were pretty good. I didn't know they were really that good. I tell people the story. Like, look, I got them right here. They're like, what? They're so light in person. I'm like, yeah, you should get a pair. I do that all the time, but I don't get a commission. Michael the Raven, he doesn't know that I do that. But I do it all the time. I do it for everything that is on here. Or when I have my gimbal. Everyone's like, yo, that's a sick gimbal. What gimbal is that? I'm telling them, oh yeah, I just put the handles on it so it makes it look cooler. I was like, yeah, well, it looks cool, man. I was like, it's a Weebly too. They're like, oh, it's from Jun. I was like, no, Junyun. Say Junyun. 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 Okay, good. It's Junyun, but for you Americans, Junior. But you get what I'm saying, guys? I'm a walking billboard and I don't even get paid to do this shit. I'm doing free advertising for all these brands. Walking around talking about it to random people. Cops stopping me and thinking like, yo, that's some real hardcore media stuff, bro. Like, world deserves all that pass. I'm like, thank you. See? Yeah. Even the cops acknowledge the gear. That's why I'm like, yeah, some of you cops are cool. I'm like, yeah, I like that, boy. Like, yo, you want to get a picture of me? Yeah, I got a picture of your boy, 9153, not doing anything. What was going on the platform that day? Lazy cop. But like I said, everyone, I'm live streaming this on the Premise Live app. It should be smooth, and it is, actually. It's the first time it is, actually. Normally, it lags. I can't do that one either. Well, I'm gonna plug my shit right now, so bam. Alright, I had to play my intro. I gotta copyright my own music, my own videos on YouTube now. Yeah. So, oh yeah, with this app, you can do all that stuff. You can't do that with the YouTube app. No. You can do more stuff with this, but... Alright, these chips are pretty good. So, they're vegan, yes, but trust me, once you taste these nacho cheese puffs, vegan, you're gonna be like, you sure this is vegan, bro? I'm like, it's chickpea. You know how much protein's in that? What you eating, friend? So yeah, stop eating those other junk chips that you be eating. Eat something healthy. But with that said, I'm gonna get going, guys. I gotta conserve battery. I'm gonna be out here all night. I'm gonna stay up all night again. Yeah, I was up all night. I'm gonna do it one more night. It's just too cold, too windy to be outside. Yeah, the wind is blowing like, guys, literally, it's like 40 kilo miles per hour right now. Like, it is blowing hell of wind outside right now. Like, things will fall off buildings. Like, even Christmas trees, decorations are falling off other people's. Yeah, it's flying. Debris is flying everywhere in the. Yeah, you don't want that in your eyes. Yeah, so it is very cold. So. But other than that, everyone, I guess I'm going to let you guys go. You guys want to support the channel, to subscribe, like, and share. If you guys want to give me a hostel for the weekend so I can practically study and get ready, get so fresh and so clean for this interview on Monday, that will be a blessing. There's a PayPal, Cash Out, Venmo. Oh, yeah. PayPal is international, but the Venmo and Cash Out is domestic. So if you live in North America or South America, and wait, can you actually do it in Mexico? I think you can, actually. Yeah. I think you can, yeah. You can use Venmo in Mexico. Yeah, you can. But anyway, other than that, everyone, please support the channel if you can. And I'll talk to you guys in the next one.